Well, hello everyone. With a Sagittarian runner, we are doing a twin flame soul cycle read. If you have a Sagittarian runner, divine masculine twin flame soul cycle person. Okay, we are doing the read on the Seven of Pentacles, which came out for you in the All Signs overview, or not you, but your runner. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is an energy of taking your time, divine timing, if you will. Seeds planted a while ago now coming to fruition. Talking about seeds planted a while ago now coming to fruition. It's best time to tell you that this is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Perhaps if it isn't resonating with you, go and check out one of my other reads. Okay, to go with the Seven of Pentacles, we got the Hanged Man and the Page of Wands. So in this time, the time the divine has decided needed to happen between you and them, there has been this element of looking at things differently. Okay, your divine masculine, your twin flame, your runner, if you will, has been looking at things differently, looking at how they feel about you, understanding that feeling more, what they want to do about that feeling, and exactly all that sort of wonderful stuff. And they've come up with the conclusion that, well, the next earliest opportunity they get to do something about it, they're going to do it. Yeah, not quite realizing that you have to make your own opportunities yet, but they're realizing that, well, the next time an opportunity occurs, I'm going to take it. Not me personally, the Sagittarian runner. Okay, so this is going to be how they think. This is going to be how they feel. This is going to be the actions they would like to take. This is going to be the actions they're most likely going to take. And that's going to be advice to you from the universe. Okay, came from the bottom of the deck, by the way. So, with their thinking, they're thinking more intuitively. They're following their gut feeling, so to speak. They're also thinking about what they don't know about you, the secrets which have, I wouldn't say secrets as such, but the things which has been happening in your life which they don't know about since the separation period. Because let's face it, if you weren't in a separation period, you probably wouldn't be watching this right now, would you? Okay, so I'm not actually going to take them ones, okay, because I'm going to take these two down here, because these two down here, oh, I'm going to keep the Hermit, because the Hermit wanted to stay there, apparently, because those two down there landed face down, so, okay, so we got the Devil, we got the Hermit, and we got the Magician, all major arcana. Literally, their thinking is all being driven unknown to them by the universe. That's why it's intuition going on. That's why it's wanting to find out about what's going on in your life. The Hermit is telling us that not only did the universe stick them in a hangman position, making them think differently and things, making them see the signs, so to speak. We all get those signs. Like we get gamblers, for example. They might be driving along and they might get stuck behind a couple of cars or have the registration plate NFL on the back, and they think, right, okay, I'm going to be betting on American football this weekend. Is a sign. Normally it come off. It did for me last weekend, but hey ho. So the Hermit is a voluntary sort of hanged man. It's so you put yourself personally into that position. You start looking within yourself for answers, and that's what they've been doing. That's what they're thinking. They've been thinking about, what have I done? What can I do to change things, instead of what everything else around is doing. With the Magician, I'm just going to clear my throat. There you go. Hopefully I sound a little bit better now. With the Magician coming out as well, this is like the energies are all set. With a Devil, though, they could be tricking themselves into believing something, okay? They could be falling for their own magic, so to speak. Obviously, we all know that magic don't really exist in the sense of saying a few words, doing a few hand gestures, possibly maybe some form of little sacrifice, and then out comes a big fireball what goes shooting across to take out your enemies. No, magic is all sleight of hand. It's all a case of like getting everything prepared and then at that critical moment making you look in a different direction so they can produce the magic. And that's what they're starting to believe in. They're starting to believe in their own abilities to do that. They're actually making themselves look another way to suddenly make the magic appear. I don't quite know how I could explain that in much of a better way than I just did, other than the fact that maybe like they've cooked themselves a dinner and everything. It's a wonderful dinner. They put it on the table. They put a tea towel over it, and then they look away, pull the tea towel off, and then look back, and all of a sudden the dinner's there, and they've made themselves believe it just appeared. Okay, they never cooked it; it was just there. So that's that devil with the magician, sort of coming out. So what sort of thing are driving them to believe that this magic can happen? Their own magic can happen, and it's the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is driving all their thinking at the moment. They're basically thinking about having a perfect life with you, okay? But it's kind of like a fantasy life, if you will. It's a case of a lot of what they're thinking of is probably never going to come to fruition. Yes, there's you. There's possibility you might never come to fruition with them anymore. You may have moved on. They may have waited too long. But in their head that, well, you're there, their house is perfect, their job is perfect, your job is perfect, everyone's happy, there's no arguments ever. Yeah, you've got, I don't know, 2, 4, 8, 7, 12, however many children you're dreaming of, they're dreaming of, all there as well, and they're all perfect. There's this Von Trapp family and so on. Yeah, there's a lot of make-believe within that Ten of Pentacles they are thinking about. Okay, so hermit. So in their soul, there is the hermit. I say in their soul. How they are feeling about you, they are feeling the hermit. Now, on some level, that is literally, they are feeling that all they want to do is grab hold of you and disappear from the world. Okay? Just do basically nothing except for just stay at home and do nothing. Oh, that's the clarifying card then. Oh, on the bottom, crossing card on the bottom right. Okay, so we got the 8 of Swords, we got the 10 of Cups, and we got the 7 of Cups as well. Oh, we got a double clarifier for you. Okay, we got one up, one down. Right, so on another level, this is within their soul. They've been searching for what is the right course of action to do. Are you really the twin flame they've heard so much about and all that? With the 8 of Swords, that is just literally the thinking they've been doing. Like, because sometimes the hermit could be like a guiding light or things like that. But this tells me and backs up the fact that this is all of a thinking type thing. They've been working their way through their feelings. And sometimes they've been working over their feelings too much, though. With the 10 of Cups there, that's an echo of that 10 of Pentacles in the how they think about you. This is kind of having that perfect relationship. This is where a lot of that make-believe is coming from up there, is from their soul. Their soul thinks the perfect relationship will be like this, will be like that. And in their heart of hearts, that's kind of like what they would really like to do. That sort of energy of just grabbing hold of you and disappearing and never to be seen again by society is kind of like a big thing for them. Okay, with the 7 of Cups coming out as well, there is plenty of choices for them. They've met other soulmates, they've met other people what would work, but none of them are quite coming up to your standard, but they're not entirely sure which one's the best one. So let's have a look at what's crossing this. As I said, we've got a card in reverse and we have got a card in the upright. So their soul is not content at the moment with where it currently is. That's the Sun in reverse. It knows where it wants to be, but it's not quite there yet for some reason. But it is ready and willing to sacrifice. So deep down, they are ready to sacrifice everything they've got to get this to flip up the other way. But that hasn't quite translated yet out of their pit of their soul up to their brain and translated into the 3D world. Okay, I'm going to put that back in the upright and pop that back in the deck there, and we'll shuffle that back in. Yeah. Okay. Oh dear. I've got a runny nose. I've got a croaky voice. Bloody colds. Right. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Are you starting to see something here? How we get these repeating cards coming round and round and round? Sorry, just had to blow my nose. That was running and it was getting to the point where it was going to start dripping onto camera. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles. This is the actions they would like to take. Okay, they would like to work towards getting that fantasy perfect world of theirs put together with you. Now we got an Emperor coming out, and the Emperor weren't quite reversed and it weren't quite upright. They want to take control, they don't know how to take control, is what that is saying. They want to make this 10 of Pentacles happen, they don't know how to make this 10 of Pentacles happen. A lot of that is to do with they can't make the 10 of Pentacles happen. There's certain parts of that 10 of Pentacles, which is this magician, this make-believe, this believing in their own magic. But at the same time, they can't quite grasp how to make their own magic actually come to fruition. With the Death card crossing that, or not crossing that, with that as well, basically, a lot of this 10 of Pentacles, there's a lot of this action they want to take towards you and trying to make this perfect life with you requires that sacrifice down here, which I've said hasn't quite translated up to there yet. That's why the Sun was in reverse. But it's getting to the point where they know that they have to sacrifice something. And the Sun, the dead tree there is in front of the Sun. That's also pointing us back down here where that Sun was in reverse, saying that we got to make that Sun turn up the other way. We got to get the Sun on this side. We got to get the Sun rising, not setting, so to speak. They're coming around to that. They're coming realizing that they might have to sacrifice some stuff to make their wish of that 10 of Pentacles come true. And crossing that is the 3 of Swords. It's the pain of not having you which is driving this change for them. Okay. So in the actions they are most likely to take, we have got the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is it's not a victory. It's not a victory. It's a recognition energy. It's an energy of wanting to be seen by you. Okay, so that's the actions they are most likely to take. They're not going to take direct action towards you. They're not going to come knocking on your door and having a chat and the like. I believe with that 6 of Wands there, they're going to try to get into your field of vision. They're going to try to appear in places you are, just on the off chance, trying to make you come towards them. Okay. Let's see what else we got with this. We got the Ace of Cups. Okay. And the Knight of Swords. Well, that is the action. That's the backup that they are going to do this. You're going to start seeing them a lot, is what I'm going to say. Possibly you might not even notice them anymore, but they're going to be there. It will get to the point where you're going to be sort of double taking people with that. If that makes sense. You're going to be sort of seeing someone out the corner of your eye and then turning and checking to see if they are. And it might get to the point where you're thinking you're getting a little bit crazy and you're starting to think of like you're making them, you're starting to think you're seeing them in everyone else. But all they want is just to be recognized by you. They want you to see them and then you to come to them and you to start talking to them. And then they feel that once that happens, they can then start to offer you the cup of love again. It's a little bit of a, what's the right word? I can't think of it. It's not narcissistic. It's not chauvinistic. It's just a little bit of like, they believe that you should do the running for them. You should come to them. You should ask them. You should. They don't want to be vulnerable enough to be rejected. If you come to them, that means they're not going to be rejected because you made that move towards them. But they keep putting themselves into your way for you to give you plenty of opportunity to do that. And so far we've had a card from every prior one, and here we go, we're now linking straight back to how they are thinking. They're thinking that's part of their make-believe, if you will. The part of their believe in their own magic is making you come to them. They think you should come to them and ask them, and then everything will be all right. Everything will be okay again. Okay? Perhaps how you done it the first time, if you were the one who done it the first time. Okay? So that's what's driving them on that. It is a second chance they want to make their dreams come true, to be recognized by you. Okay? And that is their high ground, their moral high ground, their defensiveness, if you will, to it all. It's the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Cups, and then the Judgment also crossing that High Priestess, which is how that basically works out. They sort of, I don't know, it's their, well, after all, it's they're the Divine Masculine. It's their empressness about it. It's their, oh God, I still can't think of the right word. I know there is a word in existence for it, but there's not. Right, so anyway, advice to you from the universe. The 3 of Cups, the 2 of Swords. Okay. I knew that was the 2 of Swords because it flipped in the deck before it fell on the thing. And the Hierophant. Now, this is telling us that their advice to you is the communication. Okay, the 3 of Cups also tells us about a third party somehow, or perhaps you're with someone. It is advice to you, perhaps make sure that they have detached themselves from anything they're with. Okay, as well, but there is some sort of third party energy involved in that as well. But mainly it's communication. It's normally a group communication or group bonding, social networking, or the like. It's probably the fact that because they're trying to inject themselves into your life and make you see them as well, they're kind of hoping you would see them as the perfect partner. Okay. It's probably just the fact that it's going to be a public setting when, and I think this is totally in your case, when you decide you're going to actually stop this full duggery and talk to them. Okay. With the 2 of Swords, that's the choice. It's your decision. It's going to be a difficult decision. It's I'm either going to have to put a stop to this. I can't keep going on with my life with them appearing in every corner and things. And with the Hierophant there, it could be a case that you might need to get some sort of, I don't know, authority figure involved. Maybe you have to get like a manager of a supermarket involved. I do keep seeing supermarkets, and it's probably going to be supermarkets you're going to see this person in quite a lot. But it could also be the choice between kind of just like going for the communication and starting off as a friendship level again, or just literally throwing your lot in and committing to it once it's there. Okay. Crossing it either way round is the Page of Swords, which is a little bit of a spying energy. Okay, there could be a case of you might actually play this game with them, like a cat and mouse game. You might start to appear in their life when they're not trying to do it to you. So maybe just as they're leaving work, you're walking past their work gate or something like that, so they notice you as well. You might start playing them at their own game with that. It's laced with disappointment, though. It's not quite how you would want it all to unfold. Maybe you would have just preferred it if they just come and asked you straight out instead of all this skullduggery and things going on. And I will get that saying right in a minute, hopefully. But also, it's a case of it's just going to be a huge drama. Okay. In your life, them trying to inject themselves into your life is just going to be a huge drama. Okay, and the whole choice making thing could be a huge drama as well for you. It could be just like the simple choices being taken away from you because of their actions. The simple choice of just going in and sort of saying yay or nay can't be done because it's going to be in a public place, like those public proposals you get. Yeah, man, woman walking through a busy beach or street or restaurant or something. Man drops to his knee, pulls out the ring, and like the woman's then in this situation of like, well, can I say no to this guy in front of all these people? You know, can I really publicly humiliate him? Have I got that within me? You see, it's kind of like that, and it's suddenly what should have been a beautiful moment in both your lives has suddenly turned into this big drama of like, you've kind of forced my hand here. Okay. And that's what that Page of Swords is a little bit about. There's a bit of a drama of you forcing my hand. I might not quite be ready myself for this yet. So anyway, that is your read. Hopefully it resonated with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it didn't, don't worry, don't panic. Yeah, maybe your person is just not working on their birth sign. Maybe they're working on a different sign in their birth chart. Go back to the All Signs overview, which you will find in the playlist. It'll be the most recent most recent video in the monthly energy overview playlist. Go and check that out. If any of the other cards resonate with you, because you've had the Ten of Cups come out in this, and there's a Ten of Cups in for Pisces. The Magician's come out in this. You've got the Magician for Virgo, and so on. Perhaps one of the other ones will resonate for you, and perhaps they're just working off one of the other signs in their birth chart. Okay, yeah, if you like this, please feel free, give me a thumbs up. That helps me get seen by others in the algorithms. It pushes me along a little bit. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, feel free, hit that subscribe button as well. If you have issues with my lighting, sound quality, obviously some things I have no control over. The actual messages what come from the cards. My croaky voice because I've got a cold. Can't control that at the moment. Sorry about that. You just have to be patient and wait for the change. But lighting, sound quality, things like that, drop it in the comments, let me know. And that will be that. Okay, thank you very much. I'll catch you all on my next video. But until that time, be good out there.